High Commander ZFTOS had broken thousands of prisoners across dozens of worlds. Fear was his greatest weapon, more effective than plasma rifles or neural disruptors. Every species in the galaxy understood fear. It was universal, primal, the foundation upon which his interrogation succeeded. The human female, strapped to the neural chair, should have been screaming by now. Instead, Lieutenant Maya Rodriguez looked almost bored. Increase the pain receptors to level 7, ZFTOS ordered his technician. The alien's tentacles quivered with anticipation. Level 7 had broken the legendary warriors of Keth Prime within minutes. Maya's vitals spiked on the monitors. Heart rate, neural activity, stress hormones, all indicating she was experiencing agony that should have left her catatonic. Yet she simply tilted her head and studied her captor with curious brown eyes. "Is that it?" she asked conversationally. "I've had dental work that hurt worse." The Vorthan technician's 3 eyes widened in disbelief. "Commander, the readings show she's experiencing the equivalent of having her bones liquefied while conscious. Her pain centers are fully active." Maya actually smiled. "Oh, I can feel it. Burns like hell. But you know what burns worse?" She leaned forward as much as the restraints allowed. "Knowing my unit thinks I'm dead. Knowing my little brother's probably crying right now. That's the kind of pain that matters." ZFTOS felt something he hadn't experienced in centuries of conquest: uncertainty. He'd studied the human files. They were supposed to be a weak species, recently spacefaring with primitive technology. Their ships had been easily destroyed, their colonies overrun. This female had been captured during the siege of New Angeles, one of the few survivors. "You will tell me the location of Earth's remaining defensive installations," he commanded, activating additional neural probes. The pain levels now exceeded anything survivable by known biology. Maya's body convulsed, her muscles straining against the restraints. Sweat beaded her forehead, and her breathing became labored. But her voice remained steady. "I'll tell you a story instead. When I was 12, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. Stage 4. Doctors gave her 3 months. Your personal history is irrelevant. She fought for 3 years. Maya's eyes never left his. 3 years of chemotherapy that poisoned her body, surgeries that carved pieces away, radiation that burned her from the inside out. You know what she told me the night before she died?" ZFTOS found himself listening despite his intentions. She said, "Maya, pain is just your body's way of telling you you're still alive. As long as you can feel it, you can fight it." Maya's smile returned, somehow brighter than before. "She taught me that humans don't break from pain. We get stubborn." The High Commander's confidence cracked. In his centuries of interrogation, he'd encountered rage, defiance, even madness. But this calm acceptance of agony, while maintaining perfect mental clarity, was beyond his comprehension. "Level 10, he ordered desperately. "Maximum settings." The technician hesitated. "Commander, that will cause permanent neural damage. Possibly death." "Do it." Energy coursed through the neural chair. Maya's back arched, her hands clenched into fists, and for a moment Zeftis thought he'd finally broken her. But then she started laughing. Not hysterical laughter, genuine amusement. "You really don't understand," she gasped between chuckles. "You think fear is about avoiding pain? Human children play games scarier than this. We tell ghost stories to make ourselves afraid for fun. We jump out of perfectly good aircraft with fabric parachutes because the fear makes us feel alive." Zeftios stepped backward, his confidence shattered. "What are you?" Maya's expression grew serious, and for the first time, he saw something in her eyes that chilled him to his alien bones. "Not fear, pity. I'm a kindergarten teacher from Ohio," she said quietly. "I spend my days with 30 screaming 5-year-olds hopped up on juice boxes and dreams. I've broken up fights over crayons that were more vicious than your interrogation. I've faced parents angrier than you could ever be because their precious angel got a B+ instead of an A." She paused, letting that sink in. "If I'm as hard to break, and I'm just an elementary school teacher who got drafted." Maya's smile turned predatory. "What do you think happens when Earth sends the people who volunteered?" The neural chair powered down. Zeftos found his hands shaking as he backed toward the door. He'd captured what he thought was a helpless prey species member. Instead, he caught a glimpse of humanity's true nature, and it terrified him more than any weapon in the galaxy.